Hello, how you going everyone? This is my first attempt at making a video and hopefully my first one of many of showing everyone my build on a school bus or a schoolie to turn into an RV. I recently purchased this vehicle. I've had it about a month and a half. I'm still in demolition stage, as you can see. Um, I bought this bus, a decommissioned bus, in good running order. And I've started removing everything. I've had plans for the last year and a half, even checked out a lot of videos, and thought, yeah, well, I'm a bit of a handyman, so I'll give this a go. Yeah, so I purchased this bus. It's a Nissan UD, about an 88 model, diesel, naturally aspirated, not turbo. Um, so hopefully very reliable motor. It's done about 450,000 Ks. Um, yeah, so I've started renovating. I got the bus. They removed the seats for me, which was handy because that's a big job in its own, and done a little bit of repair to some rust and that prior to sale. So I got the bus with the seats removed. It also came with a probably about a 3/4 of a ton air conditioning unit, which came with its own diesel motor. Although the air conditioning would have been great, I decided that the weight was not, and I could better use that for water storage and also the area involved in removing that unit. Yeah, so I've started removing interior parts. I ended up removing the roof lining so far because I had to get rid of all the overhead air conditioning units. As you can see on one side, I've removed that. The other side is still there, but I can't remove that without the taking the roof lining off, which is also a good thing because it exposes all of the wiring that was involved through the roof. The stereo unit, like all of the, I think I had about 6 or 8 speakers throughout the roof, and also lights running down the centre. These buses run a 24-volt system, which I wanted to get away from. My build, I would like to try to, at this stage, I'm looking at running 100% solar and 12 volt, no inverter and 240 volt power, which could be a bit of a challenge, but at the moment it's not looking too bad. So I'm enjoying this build so far. As I says, it's just a weekend project. I'm hoping, looking at a budget around 25, 30, 35 grand. So far I am in about 10 grand with the purchase of the vehicle, including 12 volt fridges, some solar, deep cycle battery I've already purchased, which at the moment I'm running in my house as a bit of a test sample on the amount of voltage I'm going to need, possibly the amount of solar panels. Yeah, so I wanted to share this video as my first. The bus itself, I started tinting the windows, as you can see. Now I bought a roll, a 30-meter roll, which should be enough to do the whole lot for $100 on Amazon, and I've started doing it myself. Yet again, another first for me, tinting windows. I'm happy with it. It's not perfect. There's a few little glue stains and a couple little frayed edges and that. But overall, $100 compared to having someone do it for well over 1,000. Well, that's a no-brainer. And you can see by the sunlight from the tinted windows on the floor how much it's going to improve the interior of the bus. From the outside, when you look through, both sides tinted, it's virtually black. You almost can't see through, which is a desired effect, and yet you've still got view outside. So yeah, that's about where I am. As it says, it's a V8 diesel, so probably quite thirsty. But when you look at a lot of retirees these days that put a V8 Land Cruiser and a 20, 25 foot caravan on behind, I'm going to be pulling about the same sort of fuel economy. And I've got an entire house already set up. I pull up and put the kettle on. and for probably about a fraction of the price. I think the V8 diesel, Toyota Land Cruiser, um, caravan, plus all of the equipment involved, you're probably getting up around 150 grand. Well, for that, I could probably just buy a house and be done with it. I'd like to see a bit of Australia. I'm from South Australia, on the York Peninsula. Not a bad place. I'm 48 at the moment. So I've sort of decided on this project now going into it. I've seen a lot of guys that have retired and started these projects, and to be honest, I'm a month and a half in, and it's a big project. It's going to take me a couple of years to get this done, and just like weekends and that, I have full-time jobs, so it's a weekender. Keeps me busy, out of trouble. Yeah, so I thought I'd share this with you. I'll probably post up a fair few more as the process goes along. I've mapped out a bit of a plan for the interior of the bus, stripped down everything. As I says, it's got a centre walkway. I was looking at widening that, but structurally the amount of work involved, it's probably easier just fill it in. It's only like 2.5, 3 inches. I've still got about 3 to 5 inches of headroom, even with that filled in. Flatten it out. Pulling up lino at the moment, removing all the old lino. I was looking at removing windows and boxing them in for obviously wet areas, shower and all of that sort of stuff where you won't need the window. But probably it's an easier process, just block it up from behind. And the cosmetics on the outside, I think it's still probably going to look nicer with all the windows there. They're all going to be tinted anyway, so it's going to be black as black anyway, so you won't know whether there's a wall there or whether there's a room there. So yeah, that's about where I'm at. And yeah, as it says, this is my first video, so if I look like a tool, that's why. Yeah, so as it says, I'm 48. I've got another few years in me. I've been doing tyre fitting for the last 18 years. I'm still capable of doing it, enjoying it. Maybe in the future, once this is done, I might do a little bit of travelling before retirement age, travel and work. Still got some sort of young kids, 20 odds as well, so I'm not planning on doing any huge trips and disappearing. So once it's finished, it's going to be a weekender holiday thing. Test the waters, a few small trips, and then maybe towards retirement. The road's my world. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you. So there's the vehicle. It is a straight 6-speed manual. And what else have we got here? So yeah, these roofing things, like up here, well, it's where the speakers were up in the roof, these circular things here. They had the speakers fitted up there. They got wiring. All of the chassis there already has the eyelets for the wiring that go through the metal members. So I'm thinking about incorporating and using those as a platform for all of the lighting that I put through the roof. So I'll screw them onto those. I was contemplating the wiring, but I thought, nah, stuff it. Once I've got it all cleaned out, I'll just put all new wiring in. Yeah, so the walls, as you can see, well, you can't really see too much here, but that was a part of the air conditioning unit, what come up through the wall and then travels along the roof. I've removed that one. So the one on that side, you can see that's still there. So the air conditioning came up through that gallery, down the wall, down underneath into that big, huge diesel-powered air conditioning unit, which is now gone. So that's what I thought, well, we'll rip all of those out because it widens the back end of the vehicle, gives you a little bit more room, headspace all the way to the wall. Yeah. What else have we got here? I've been cleaning up every weekend. I mean, like this weekend, I've probably undone about another 1,000 screws, edging, trimmings, and bits and pieces. So yeah, I sort of estimated it was going to take me a few months, weekends, and that to do the removal of everything. We just pulled a TV off the roof, which was that was mounted up there. You can see the shadow there. There was a big old TV tube glass screen thing there. I removed that out of the roof. Obviously, it's not digital. It runs on 24 power Japanese, so that had to go. And yeah, so that's about where I'm at. Still in the strip down process, wiring bits and pieces from things hanging down. I'm leaving all of it there at the moment because I haven't yet traced it all back to where it belongs. I'm not just going to cut it off and leave it there. I'd like it all neatly removed properly before putting in my own wiring. Yeah, so I hope you like my video. It's my first video. Yeah, I'll post up some more as I start getting processed ready to actually install, plan, and we'll get underway for some more work. And I'm concentrating mainly on the inside. Underneath, it's pretty dirty and grotty, muddy, from road use and that, and it's been sitting a while, so the underneath will need a good clean out as well. I've got 2 decent sized storage bays. I made another full bay removing that air conditioning unit, which will then, that's where I'll more than likely put possibly a 600 litre water tank. I may go back to 400, depends on room, because I'll still want at least possibly 100 of grey water from my shower and basins, sink, and all of that. So yeah, hopefully you've liked my video. I'll post up a few more as I'm going along. As I says, it's going to be a couple of years, so I'll try and post one up once a month or once a fortnight or something like that. And yeah, I hope everyone liked it, and yeah, if you did, like, subscribe, whatever it is, and yeah, I'll see you again. All the best, everyone. See ya.